Have you ever stopped to question if everything you've been taught about male sexuality is fundamentally wrong? What if the constant push to release your sexual energy is not only misguided, but a deliberate tactic to keep you weak and controlled? There is a hidden truth about semen, a truth so powerful that its very existence has been suppressed, buried under layers of societal conditioning and deliberate misinformation, leaving men ignorant of their true potential. This is not a fringe idea, it is an ancient wisdom, one that is about to be revealed. The core premise we will explore today is that semen is not merely a reproductive fluid. It is a potent source of vital energy, a life force that, when properly understood and harnessed, can lead to radical personal transformation. The conventional narrative, promoting frequent ejaculation as a necessity for male health, is a myth designed to deplete your power, while the secret knowledge suggests that retaining this energy can dramatically enhance your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. This is the beginning of a journey to uncover what was once common knowledge, hidden in plain sight. This understanding of sexual energy challenges the very core of our societal norms and what we have been led to believe about male sexuality and personal power. Grasping this truth is not merely an intellectual exercise, it is the first step towards breaking free from the chains of limitation and reclaiming your full potential. It's a revelation that has the power to transform your life, offering a path to liberation from the societal and physical constraints that have kept you from experiencing the full measure of your potential. The common beliefs surrounding male sexuality are not accidental. They are the result of manipulation, serving systems that actively benefit from a weakened and dependent male population. Semen retention is therefore not just a personal practice, it is a powerful act of rebellion, a conscious choice to reclaim your power and embark on a path of self-mastery. Let's be clear, semen is far more than simply a reproductive fluid, it is a life force, a concentrated form of vital energy that can be transmuted and directed for profound personal growth. This is about more than just the act of ejaculation. It is about understanding and harnessing the creative energy within you. This understanding shifts your perception of sex, transforming it from a mere physical release to a means of energetic exchange, a seeding process that can be directed within, cultivating your own internal power. Understanding that true power and self-mastery stem from within, from the ability to cultivate and control this inner energy, rather than from external validation or fleeting pleasures, is foundational for what is to come. This is the first piece of the puzzle in understanding how to take back your power. Why has this knowledge been suppressed? Who benefits from keeping men unaware of their true potential? What hidden history lies behind the common narrative surrounding male sexuality and the suppression of these ideas? There exists a historical narrative, one that involves the deliberate concealment of this potent knowledge, suggesting that there are hidden groups and agendas that have profited from controlling this information for centuries. There are methods for reclaiming this power through the practice of semen retention, a path that has been actively discouraged by the current systems in place. This video will explore these hidden aspects of male sexuality, providing not only esoteric understanding, but practical methods for reclaiming your personal power. We will uncover the science and the hidden wisdom and how you can apply them in your daily life. Did you know that the very cultures we often dismiss as primitive possessed a profound understanding of male sexuality that modern society has completely forgotten? This is not a newly discovered concept or some fringe idea. It is lost knowledge, once held by the great civilizations of the past. Long before the advent of modern science, ancient cultures recognized semen not merely as a reproductive fluid, but as a potent elixir of life, a source of vital energy capable of fueling spiritual and physical transformation. Consider the Taoists of ancient China, who meticulously practiced internal alchemy, a system that viewed the body as a microcosm of the universe. Their traditions were filled with the understanding that jaying, or sexual essence, was the foundation of all vital energy, and that its transmutation was the key to longevity and spiritual awakening. They developed elaborate techniques to redirect this energy within the body, cultivating Kai, the life force, and nourishing the spirit. This was not mere theory, but a practical path to enlightenment, one that required dedication, discipline, and a radical shift in perspective from the prevailing norms of our time. Likewise, the tantric traditions of India explored the subtle energies of the body, recognizing that sexual energy, when harnessed and directed, could awaken Kundalini, the serpent power coiled at the base of the spine, a concept we will explore later. Their practices were not about the suppression of desire, but about the skillful transmutation of its energy, using it as a catalyst for spiritual liberation and higher consciousness. The tantric texts are filled with complex rituals and practices for channeling sexual energy, showing the depths of their knowledge and how it was used to enhance spiritual and creative power, revealing a level of sophistication that dwarfs our modern understanding. Even the ancient Egyptians, with their elaborate hieroglyphs and esoteric knowledge, left clues of their awareness of this powerful force, depicting the phallus not merely as a symbol of procreation, but as an emblem of creative energy and spiritual potential. Their understanding of semen extended beyond the purely physical, recognizing it as a concentrated form of the divine, one that could be used to fuel the alchemical transformation of the self. These civilizations, separated by vast distances and time, all shared a common thread. The recognition of semen as a sacred, vital force, not to be squandered, but to be cultivated and utilized for the betterment of the individual and society. These ancient cultures understood that sexual energy was far more than just a means of reproduction. It was a potent force for spiritual and physical development. They viewed it as a sacred energy, a vital essence that should be treated with reverence and respect, not something to be released without purpose or intention. This understanding is in stark contrast to the modern perspective, where sexual energy is often seen as a commodity, a source of fleeting pleasure to be exploited rather than a vital force to be cultivated. These cultures developed specific practices, rituals, and internal disciplines aimed at controlling and transmuting this powerful force, demonstrating a level of self-awareness and mastery over their own bodies and energies that is almost completely absent in modern society. The Taoists, for example, emphasized internal alchemy, which involved specific breathing and visualization techniques to redirect sexual energy throughout the body, strengthening the organs and increasing overall vitality, while simultaneously cultivating higher states of awareness. Tantric practitioners engaged in complex energy work, transforming sexual desire into spiritual devotion, using practices like breathwork and visualization to awaken the Kundalini and unlock higher states of consciousness. The Egyptians created complex symbolic systems, showing how semen, when properly understood and harnessed, could lead to personal transformation. Their understanding of the body, mind, and spirit far surpassed modern science, not because it was more advanced, but because it saw a different perspective. These ancient perspectives are a stark contrast to modern sexual norms, which encourage the constant release of sexual energy, promoting the idea that frequent ejaculation is healthy and necessary. This idea is not rooted in historical wisdom or ancient practices, but in a modern misunderstanding of the nature of male sexuality, which is often promoted as a mere biological function, devoid of any deeper spiritual or energetic significance. The current system is built on a foundation of misinformation, designed to keep men weak, distracted, and controlled, further perpetuating the myth that sexuality is merely about physical pleasure and never about the cultivation of inner power. The traditions and practices of these ancient cultures stand as a powerful testament to the lost knowledge that once guided humanity, revealing that the modern approach is not only inadequate, but a deliberate misdirection from the deeper truth. The depth of these ancient systems, with their emphasis on internal energy cultivation and spiritual growth, throws the modern view into sharp relief, exposing it as superficial and ultimately detrimental to the full realization of human potential. This comparison will further set the stage for understanding the methods of control in the next section, demonstrating the true disparity between ancient wisdom and modern manipulation. Now, let's delve deeper into the very mechanics of sexual energy, exploring not only the scientific aspects, but also the esoteric truths that reveal its profound nature. On a physical level, semen is a complex fluid, rich in hormones, proteins, minerals, and other vital substances that are essential for overall health and vitality, and we know from simple biology that it takes a great deal of energy for the body to produce it. It's not just a byproduct of the reproductive system. It is a concentrated form of life force, directly impacting energy levels, cognitive function, and overall well-being. The constant loss of this vital substance has significant consequences, depleting not just the physical body, but also the energetic and spiritual reserves of a man. But beyond the physical, there exists a deeper, energetic component, a subtle but powerful force that has been recognized by esoteric traditions throughout history. This is the very essence of why ancient cultures treated semen as a sacred substance, not because it was merely a reproductive fluid, but because they understood it carried with it the creative potential of the universe itself, a seed of life that could be used for profound transformation if properly understood. Modern science, with its material focus, has not yet fully grasped the depths of this energetic dimension, but the ancient texts speak with a unified voice about its existence and its profound importance. Semen is not simply a bodily fluid. It is a concentrated form of vital energy, a carrier of the life force itself, similar to the concept of prana or kai, a fundamental energy that animates all living beings, and is directly related to the concept of kundalini energy. This understanding shifts the focus from the mere act of procreation to the internal potential for creation and transformation within every man. When this vital energy is retained and not wasted through frequent ejaculation, it can be redirected and used to fuel various aspects of life, enhancing not only physical vitality, but also mental clarity, emotional stability, and spiritual awareness. This is why practices of semen retention are essential for the awakening of kundalini, that coiled serpent of energy at the base of the spine, which, when activated, can lead to higher states of consciousness, expanded awareness, and a profound connection with the divine, unlocking latent abilities and hidden potentials that remain dormant for most men who constantly deplete their own energy. Consider the idea that life is in the blood. This is not just a saying, but a deeper truth that speaks to the vital energy carried within the bloodstream. Semen, a product of the blood, is a concentrated form of this life force, and thus represents one of the highest expressions of this vital energy. By retaining semen, a man is effectively retaining and cultivating this life force, creating an internal reservoir of energy that can be used for personal development and spiritual ascension. The very act of not releasing this vital essence causes it to be drawn back to the heart and brain, which can be transmuted into higher frequencies of energy and be used to accomplish great things, both within and without. This idea is also found in the alchemical processes of transmutation, transforming what is considered base into something divine, a direct metaphor for the potential of semen retention. The path to real power and self-mastery begins within, by understanding and cultivating this internal energy, and making the choice to move away from the external seeking of sexual pleasure that leads only to depletion and dependency. The very act of retaining this essence is an act of self-respect, an acknowledgement that one is in control of their own energies and desires, and that fulfillment and satisfaction are not found in fleeting pleasures, but in the internal power that is cultivated by self-discipline. This internal cultivation is what makes semen retention such a potent practice, moving the focus from the external act of release to the internal work of transmutation and the raising of consciousness. This very pattern, the external vs internal, is one that has been repeated in many esoteric and spiritual practices across time and geography. Most people seek outward for fulfillment, yet the path to true power always points inward, requiring a radical shift in focus and a commitment to self-mastery. By understanding that true satisfaction is not found outside of oneself, but within, in the form of the very essence that a man carries within him, and this will prove to be a recurring theme in this journey. Digging deeper into the energetic aspect of semen reveals even more profound implications for personal power and spiritual transformation. The ancients understood semen to be a microcosm of the universe, a concentrated form of the universal life force, or Kai, that animates all existence. By retaining this vital energy, a man can significantly increase his overall vitality, creativity, and focus. This retained essence strengthens the body, sharpens the mind, and elevates the spirit, moving away from the detrimental idea that ejaculation is beneficial, to the understanding that it is in fact detrimental to personal power. This is not about repression, it is about redirection, about learning to consciously channel this energy toward higher goals and purposes, moving beyond mere biological functions to the spiritual and creative potential that exists within every man. The internal cultivation of this energy is the true path to self-mastery, transforming the physical act of sexual release into a profound spiritual discipline. This understanding challenges the prevailing modern narrative, which often portrays sex as a purely physical act and a source of temporary pleasure, divorced from any deeper spiritual or energetic significance, which completely removes any consideration of the responsibility that men carry within them, and reveals the very purpose of male sexuality, not to dominate, but to create both within and without. The truth, now unveiled, is that semen retention is not merely a practice of abstinence, but a potent method for unlocking your full potential, a path to personal transformation that has been deliberately obscured. What you were taught about your own sexuality, about the very essence of your being, was not based on natural law or ancient wisdom, but rather a construct designed to keep you weak and compliant, hidden from the truth of your own power. The knowledge that has been kept from you for centuries is that your semen is a vital energy source, not just a reproductive fluid, but the very essence of your life force that can be used to fuel a transformation of the self, the mind, and the spirit. So understand this clearly. The conventional beliefs about male sexuality, the idea that frequent release is healthy, necessary, or unavoidable, are complete inversions of the truth, designed to diminish your potential and keep you trapped in a cycle of depletion. This is a myth that has been built to control you, a system designed to keep you from discovering your true power, and it has no foundation in reality. What you are now beginning to grasp is that semen retention is the art of redirecting your vital sexual energy, transmuting it for enhanced physical health, mental clarity, and profound spiritual well-being. Like the alchemists of old, you are now understanding that this is the process of internal alchemy, turning the base metal of your physical being into the gold of higher consciousness, a transformation that begins within, by understanding the potential that you hold. With this knowledge, you can now begin to see beyond the limitations of conventional thought, to step out of the matrix of control and reclaim your inherent power, because you are now aware of the truth. The suppression of male sexual energy is not an isolated phenomenon, but an integral part of a larger system designed to keep humanity weak and compliant. This goes beyond mere sexual control. It affects every aspect of life, from politics and economics to culture and spirituality, a deliberate agenda to keep you distracted, addicted, and unable to claim your own power. The implications are far-reaching, touching every aspect of human society, and reveal that there are forces at work attempting to keep you from realizing your potential, a power play for dominance over the human spirit. This knowledge challenges the very foundation of what we have accepted as normal, revealing that there is a larger narrative at play, one that you are now becoming aware of. The meaning behind the pattern of external vs internal is that true power is not found in seeking external validation or fleeting pleasures, but in cultivating your own internal energy, in mastering your own inner landscape, in the very source of power that is within you right now. It is a path that requires courage, discipline, and the understanding that true fulfillment is not found outside of oneself, but within the core of your very being, where the creative energy of the universe resides. The profound implications of this knowledge are that by practicing semen retention, you can break free from this cycle of depletion, addiction, and manipulation, and become an alchemist of your own life, consciously creating your own reality by mastering the powers that you have been given. This is where your transformation begins, in the understanding that semen is an energetic potential waiting to be transmuted into higher states of awareness, action, and being. This process of understanding your sexual energy is the first step on the path to self-mastery, and ultimately the key to your own transformation. Now that you understand the methods used to suppress male energy, you can actively resist these forces and reclaim your own sovereignty. The systems of media, indoctrination, and the commodification of sex are designed to keep you in a state of constant seeking, never truly finding fulfillment, because they are designed to keep you in a state of lack and dependency. By rejecting these systems, you are taking the first step in reclaiming your own destiny and your freedom. The pattern of suppression and activation now becomes clear. The knowledge and practices of semen retention provide a powerful method for activating your full potential, transmuting what was once used for depletion into a source of profound energy and power. This act of transmutation directly undermines the very foundations of control and begins to awaken your hidden abilities and the potential that lies dormant within you. The key questions that have been asked throughout this journey, such as who benefits from this suppression of knowledge and why has this been hidden, can now be answered. The systems of power that benefit from a weak, distracted, and controlled population are those who seek to dominate the human spirit and keep you from your true potential. The true nature of semen has been hidden because its power is too potent, too transformative, and too revolutionary to allow into the hands of the masses. By maintaining the illusion of physical pleasure as the main focus of sexual energy and not the spiritual and creative aspects, they have kept the truth hidden until now. And with this awareness comes the opportunity to consciously change your path and actively transform your life. The tension that has been built up until this point can now be released because semen retention is not just a challenge. It is a path to liberation and self-mastery, a solution to the limitations and dependencies that have been placed upon you. Your transformation is possible, and it begins with you. Now that you have this knowledge, what new questions are surfacing within you? What other mysteries of energy transmutation and esoteric practices are you now drawn to explore? There is a universe of possibilities awaiting you and a deeper understanding of this power that you can begin to access. The implications of this knowledge now extend beyond your own personal practice. Semen retention is not merely an individual pursuit, but a revolutionary act with far-reaching consequences. It is a powerful message that you are now choosing to send to the very fabric of the universe. This choice is part of a larger awakening, a shift in consciousness that has the power to reshape the world, and it begins with each and every one of you who makes this choice for themselves. Now that we have reached this point in our journey, share your thoughts in the comments below, because community engagement is an important part of this process. This is not just a journey of personal transformation, it is a journey of collective awakening, and this is a conversation that needs to continue to grow. We are just beginning to unlock the mysteries of semen retention, of alchemy, and of the activation of Kundalini energy. In future videos, we will delve even deeper into specific techniques, rituals, and the true power that is within you, revealing even more mysteries held secret by ancient mystery schools. For now, understand that the power is within you, the transformation starts now, and you are not controlled, but a powerful creator. So be sure to like, follow, and share this message with all those who need to hear it.